Hello everyone, this is Baduk, and I hope you enjoyed the book review I did on Monday. I want to try to start uploading a more variety of videos, so we'll see how I do. Anyway, let's get into a game here. We're on Fox again, and we are going for another 1Q game. Actually, before starting my game, I want to do a quick shout out to I guess it's a simple Baduk and their essential Joseki course. I went through and watched the entire thing, and I was pretty happy with stuff that was covered in the course. I actually learned quite a lot myself, and I just wanted to make sure and watch it all before I could ever recommend it to anybody. So I do have a coupon code in the description of the video for you to go check that out if you are interested. Anyway, let's get into the game.
Start to play.
All right. Looks like we are white, and it looks like they might actually be staying. I get a game on my first try. Looks like I do, and he attaches to me. Okay. I will just take the corner. Usually just taking the corner is perfectly acceptable here. We just want to connect and extend. I think this is perfectly acceptable for black. There's nothing really wrong here. I will just approach, prevent him from getting his enclosure. He really wants the outside, so I'm just going to Hane. I think I like the diagonal. I think it's a little bit more fun. You can play sort of whatever you want here, honestly. The typical move is for him to take the 3-3 here. That one instead, interesting. So I have some options here. I could extend. If he does this one, I connect and he captures this stone. He gets a nice outside position. I think I'm fine with just connecting or playing the tiger's mouth. Either one. And being able to push at least one time here. I will just connect. And looks like we can cut. This shape is actually not very strong for black because it's so close to the side. So cutting here, if we get to extend up, then we can break the bamboo and we can Hane, and there's a lot of ugly Aji there. So I'm fine with just escaping like this. We'll just keep going out. It looks like he has solidified this top side, but he still has an invasion over here at H16. Especially with my stones here, this should be a little bit annoying for him to deal with. He's sort of threatening me a little bit. So we can play just a base, or we could capture the cutting stone. I think in this case, I'm just going to capture the cutting stone. That way he can't run it out and he can't attack me. We'll see how this game develops, though. I think that with this strength, we could try to attack here. We could also just take an enclosure. But as I said before, because we have this strength, I kind of want to attack on the top side here. And, oh, that's interesting. Just bumping. If I extend, he Hanes. I block. He double Hanes. That doesn't do anything. He extends down. I just block because I'm threatening to connect up underneath. And if he cuts, I just connect up. If I extend down, he Hanes over the top. And there's a little bit more Aji, so I will just extend up to keep it very simple. And Hane. And I can just extend down, threatening to capture the stone. And then we can just connect up underneath with this group being very weak. Oh, nice. I get to just connect solidly as well. But he has to run out his stones here. He doesn't have a lot of liberties. So the Hane is often really good to restrict liberties. But if he Hanes, I can't cut. I could double Hane. But if he extends, I have to protect here. And there's Aji on the other side. So I think I would rather extend the first time. Get some fourth line territory on the left side. And there is Aji here. So I wouldn't mind protecting these stones now. Preventing him from cutting them off. And because I'm alive on the top, I can cut him directly. And make even more points. I want to Hane here, again, to restrict liberties. But when he Hane's back, I have to just connect. He could also just Atari. He could extend, which is a little bit annoying. So I think just extending should be fine. We're just keeping him a little bit weak. He doesn't have to die. That's completely up to him. The point is just to take the territory on this left side and keep pressure on his group. I'm not sure why he's doing that one, because when I connect here, I'm perfectly fine. This doesn't even really get him an eye yet, because if I push here, I can play this move to potentially get rid of that eye. So he'd have to connect. And then he has one eye after. So he still needs to make one more. That move is very confusing, because I'm just going to be able to split him. So the top side has a little bit of Aji with this attachment here and cut. He captures here, then I can potentially capture these two stones. So I could use that, or I can just defend and then attack him. I think I will defend. And then I want to play, I think I want to play the knight's move here. If I jump out, it's easy for him to come out on the left side. If I play the knight's move, I'm threatening to capture this stone. Whereas this one, I don't have a strong follow-up against the stone in the center. And that's sort of what we want to look at here, is the follow-up for the stone in the center, which would be covering it here at Tengen. Which we can do now, it looks like.
9.
The other option
7. 6.
is to take away the liberty on this stone. We can turn here to get rid of the potential eye shape there. And we can still swallow up the stone in the center. He has to be a little bit careful if he wants to save this stone. So it's unlikely to be a really good idea. He just needs to be focusing on his weak group, which is on the outside. So we're hunting on the outside for this attachment. And connecting solidly. But now we can take the corner, which is really nice for us. And now he has another weak group that he has to potentially worry about. So he needs to make a base. He's not alive yet. So we might as well put a little bit of pressure, reduce his eye space as much as possible. We want to Hane here and just connect. He should be pretty close to alive, but he has to be a little bit careful because he's not completely alive. And we want to continue to surround a little bit. So here we have to decide if we want to do any cutting or just letting him connect. This is where you'd want to use
8,
the almighty score
7,
estimate.
6.
Decide how many
5,
points you need to make.
4.
Also, you could just
3,
count.
2. 1.
And so in this case, we could just jump here. If he decides to connect up now, because he's not connected completely, then we get to play the next big move. Just extend, take the points on the bottom. Is that move Sente? He turns, block, Atari down, push down. It's not really Sente because we have enough liberties on this group, I believe.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
But it's getting close to it, so I think I will just answer. Keep it very, very simple. Well, that one's definitely not Sente, though. So I just want to play the big move now. Can I wedge here? There's a little too much Aji, so I think I will just extend. Keep it a little simpler. So I'm happy to just Atari and connect here to make this group weak. And if he wants to give it up, I'm really happy about that. Oh, I'm very, very happy about this. Okay. Okay. That was extremely nice of him. So now he wants to cut here, but I don't see any cutting points. If he cuts here, I connect, he extends, I just block it, and he's dead. Still don't see anything. So I'm fine with just haunting underneath to take some points. So what happens if I try to capture him? Becomes
9,
a little bit of
8,
Aji.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
So I'll just connect.
1.
And we just get to
Yoyomi
end
now
game.
starts.
So if we use the almighty score estimate again, you should really just count it in your game if you have the time. But it should be an okay game. It's very, very tempting to play here to connect everything up. But instead, what I want to do is I want to secure the center here. I don't really want him to come in and attack
9,
or pull anything
8,
out here.
7, 6.
So I'm just going to
5.
play this move here to sort of secure the area a little bit better. Looks like we can just extend here, which helps with our connection to this stone. I like that we are able to keep this game very, very simple. Just Hane. He wants to cut this stone off now, but I think it's a little too late. In order to cut the stone in the middle, he still has to block this as well. But in this case, we can just play here or play here. I think I like this one more. And just connect up. He's trying to make a couple more points here, which is probably good. But he has to worry a little bit about his connection in the center. Okay. I said he has to worry a little bit about this connection in the center, so he has to protect now to make sure he's not cut off anywhere. And then I get to start playing big end game moves.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Good, good. He connected. I was a little bit worried for a second, but he connected. So I'm just going to get some nice Hanes in for free. Another Hane. Looks like we can do this one. And then this one's very, very, very big right now. This one, I guess the clamp works on the bottom side too. I can clamp, but I think this one's still slightly bigger. Looks like I can block here. Yeah, a little bit of a mistake on his end. But looks like we can do this Hane now too. So we're getting all the nice big end game moves. As I said, this one still has the clamp. Okay. I almost didn't notice where he played there because I was reading something else out to make sure I was okay. There is a little bit of Aji in the bottom left after all of my liberties are taken. So I do have to be a little bit careful. But overall, it looks like it should be fine. And I probably should respond here because I think he can peep. Maybe he can't. But I will respond anyway. I know the best way to do it, though.
9, 8, 7.
Let's just do this one. So we want to attach here, see what he does. Because he has a shortage of liberties locally. And because of what he played, I might be able to Hane here. And if he cuts, then I Atari. And then it just depends on what is down here. So I want to connect here first. And if he blocks, then maybe I can't do this one anymore. It looks like I can almost do it. Because there's this push, and I can push in and push in.
9, 8, 7.
But for now,
6, 5, 4.
I think
3,
we will
2.
just connect here. Get rid of the Aji there, and make so that his follow-up here is not Sente. But now we do have this push into this one, which will potentially give us something here. I actually wonder if he's even alive on the other side. He's alive because of this side, but he's really close to not being alive. But that's okay.
9, 8.
Let's just play some basic endgame stuff, and it'll be fine. Let's just push and push and push. I kind of want to just poke the shape over here. I don't know if there really is anything over here, but I might as well poke at it. Just to prevent him from having any special shape ice base or anything over here. He should just Atari now. He did not. That is fine. Since he's just alive here, I will continue up with this stone. Because there's not really too many big end-game moves left, I do want to fix the Aji in my area, because I will eventually have to connect, it looks like. Because after he cuts here and extends down, or he can even just cut here directly, he might have something
9,
depending on my liberties
8,
over here.
7, 6.
So to keep
5,
it simpler for me,
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just going to connect. Can I push and then connect? I think so. Kind of want this one for some reason. And then connect over here. But I think it's just small end games. We're basically done. Just for him, we will do the last couple Dame points. I think there's only one more. Okay. I think that's everything. Okay. Except I win by 15 and a fourth points. So 15 and 30 points. 30, 30 and a half points. There we go. I got this. I think it was actually a fairly straightforward game. And actually in the middle of the game, I checked my opponent's record. And he is probably going to be ranking up very, very soon. He's just a couple wins away from ranking up. And he just barely didn't make the double rank up. So I would guess that he is probably actually 2 Dawn. If I look at his record, he's been up to 3 Dawn, but mostly 2 Dawn. 2 Dawn, 1 Dawn, and 3 Dawn. But before we finish the video, I want to do a quick shout out to the people who are supporting me over on Patreon. If it'll open. There we go. Every little bit of support helps. And over on Patreon, that's where you can find some game reviews or get some one-on-one lessons with me. I think one of those might actually be full right now. I'll have to double check after this. Or if you just want to support me, you can do so there. Or if you would like to see more videos and support me, you can also join my YouTube membership, which I recently started. I'll be uploading another video for it this weekend. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Have fun!